guys, and welcome to another Christmas Dollar Tree Christmas DIY video. I will be creating 3 different ones, so let's get started. For the first one, I am using these wood slices, piece of leftover burlap, and then I picked up these wine bottle gift bags, and because of the material, the fabric, and then some of these thin dowels, wood dowels. So I will be also using some pillow stuffing that I've had on hand from a couple old pillows that I had pulled out. I will be using my Cricut machine, and through some trial and error, I finally figured out the blade that I needed to use. So I designed this Christmas tree. Well, I just took it out of the design space, and then I used a rotary blade to cut it out. I did try a fabric blade before that, and it didn't quite work as good. And then I figured out that if I use my rotary blade, it actually worked really well. I am using my fabric mat for this, and there you are. So I repeat this process to cut out 3 different sizes and double of each. Once I have it all cut out, I take my hot glue gun and glue the two sides together. Make sure that the inside sides face each other, and don't burn yourself. And while I'm gluing this, I also wanted to mention that I am participating in a huge collab called Christmas Crafting with Friends, and there are so many talented ladies joining in. This collab was put together by Kiki from Kiki DIYs. So I will have her channel linked down below, as well as a playlist where all of these channels will be linked, their videos. So make sure you go on and check Kiki's channel as well as the playlist after you are finished watching my video. So I repeat the same process for the other 2 as well. Once they are all finished, I take the stuffing, and I tried with a dowel for this one, but I figured out that the pen worked a little bit easier, and I push the stuffing in as far as it'll go. Mostly it will be just the middle. It's not gonna go into the little branches, but that's okay, because it does end up looking the way I wanted it to look. Once I'm finished stuffing it, I shove the little dowel inside to make it look like a piece of wood or a stem or a branch, and then I hot glue the Christmas tree shut, and I hot glue the whole thing onto a dowel, the wood slice. You have to hold this for a little while so it dries, so it doesn't move on you. I did try blowing on it just to speed up the process. And I repeat the same thing for all 3 of them. And here they are. I think they turned out so cute. A beautiful wife, 2 kids, and a dog pup. Next craft, I will be using these Christmas ornaments that I had picked up a while ago from Dollar Tree. Some of the bottle brush trees, some paint, some fake snow, and some branches and berries. And first thing that I'm gonna do is I wanted to give the lids, the plastic lids, a bit of a galvanized look, so I end up painting them with black and then following over them with the silver paint. And I'm using a foam brush to sponge the black on, and then I'm going to use my stenciling brush to brush on the silver. So once that was done and dried, I take my boulder brush tree and just measure out where I need to cut it, so that way I can glue it and it sits nicely inside of that plastic part, the clear plastic part. And again, you kind of just have to hold it in place until it's set. Once that's in there, I repeat the same process for the other tree.
Christmas lights are all around. I can see them now. It's like this brilliant.
I give them a little bit more time to dry, just so that way the glue is completely dry before I move on to another step. And while that's drying, I'm going to arrange the top for the top of my ornament, where I add my greenery and my berries. And I like to give the little pine branches a trim. They just look much better if those little pine needles are shorter. So now they are fully dried, I assemble the ornament. I take some of this fake snow and pour it inside the clear part of the ornament, and then I screw on the part with the lid that has the Christmas tree on it, the bottle brush tree on it. And I repeat that for both of them. And then while I was doing this, I kind of thought of another idea, so I will show you what I do with the last one. I'm not gonna paint the lid, just so I don't repeat the same process over again, but I thought this one looked really, really cute. So instead of a tree, I'm going to add this pine cone. And you just have to make sure that the pine cone fits perfectly onto the lid, so that way you can put the top part of the ornament on. I would also like to say that if you're stopping by my channel for the very first time, welcome. My name is Sonja and this is my DIY channel. I have 2 other channels which will be linked in the description box if you would like to check them out. But on this channel you will find tons of seasonal DIYs, furniture makeovers, as well as trash to treasures.
Through the winter night, thinking of my only wish.
So here they are, and I think they look so cute. They have that farmhousey, rustic look to them.
How they paint this town in colors, but they hold nothing next to you, 'cause you're shining like no other.
For my next project, I'm using this galvanized tin that I had in my crafting stash, some Mod Podge, and this napkin that I had bought at Walmart. I'm going to cut it to size, and then I thought I was going to use both trucks to kind of wrap it around, but then I've decided I really just want to use the one piece and kind of glue it to the front. First I just cut a rectangle, but then I end up cutting it as close as possible to the design. Once I have it cut, you need to separate it again because there are several layers of this napkin, and you just want to have one layer. So I put a generous amount onto the tin of the Mod Podge, and then I placed the napkin on, but gently. I did end up ripping it a little bit, but managed to fix it. So you just have to be very, very gentle because the napkin is so thin.
Once more, and then time almost came to a stop, but somehow I knew, and maybe so did you, that everything would change from now on. Yes, from this Christmas on.
And then I follow with a generous amount of Mod Podge again, but I did end up dabbing it on versus actually brushing it on, because I found that while I was brushing it on, it was pulling a little bit too hard and ripping.
We forgot what you came for.
So here is the tin, and I love how it looks. So I would like to thank Kiki for putting this collab together, and if this is your first time stopping by my channel, I would love it if you considered subscribing, pressing the notification bell so you don't miss out any of my future uploads. So until next time, hope you guys have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for watching.
Change from now on. Yes,